What's good? What's good? This is Stinker, the podcast. Hey, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Hey, I appreciate all the love and support throwing me gente. Hey, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep this momentum going. I appreciate all the love and support. Trust me, I do. But yo, man, one thing I'm not gonna do is gonna go back and forth with people in the comment section. I'm not gonna argue with you, man. I can't. Hey, you got it. You got it. I remember there was a time when COVID hit and I wanted to prove people my point of view, and I was like, y'all trapped me. Y'all got me trapped. And I got myself trapped in this mix. And I'm going back and forth. I'm staying up late trying to respond to everybody. And it's not worth it, man. It's not healthy for you. You know, every once in a while I might, say a little few things, but for the most part, I don't let it affect me. I don't let it affect the way I perform. I stay focused, disciplined, and just continue my own path. Hey, not many people are out here to agree with you. Some people are going to disagree. Some people are going to love you. Some people are going to hate you. It is what it is, man. If everybody loved you, man, trust me, something's going to be wrong. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. So, like I said, man, you don't fall into that trap, yo. Just continue doing what you got to do, even in business, right? Let's say you got your own personal business and you got people critiquing you and saying certain things, and you know you're producing good work. You know you're doing what you're supposed to do. The good outweighs the bad, and you over here focus on the bad. Sometimes you just got to let things go and let things be, man, and just be peaceful and loving. Let's get to it, man. Look, man, Shakur Stevenson, man. What is going on with you? I get it. You young. You want to be one of the greatest. But holding on to that zero and not really listening to people around you, guiding you, is the reason why you're not where you need to be at. I understand, that people might not understand boxing, the sweet science and all this, but it's an entertaining sport. So you can't get mad at people for saying their opinions. Oh, you ain't never put on the gloves. You ain't never, look, I put on the gloves before. I understand it's not a very easy task to do certain things, but as a professional boxer, and you're one of the best to do it so far, you got to give us a little bit more, man. Look, if you ain't going out there knocking people down, don't talk about it, man. Don't be like, oh, man, you know what I'm about to do. No. How about you just stay a little bit quiet and just show us what you're capable of doing. Now, these Twitter fingers, hijo de la chingada, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I fell in that rabbit hole, man. I was like, nah, not Shakur Stevenson. Nah. So I was like, I went back, right? And I noticed this guy right here replies to, hey, bro, you got too much time in your hands for you to be replying to everybody that got something negative to say. That at this moment, I'm like, you ain't training enough. You ain't listening enough. And then to make certain threats. So you telling me right now, you don't want nobody to say anything negative about you. We just supposed to just be like, yeah, this is some amazing work. Look, we all could see what we see, man. We seeing it live. Unfortunately, you just don't got it right now. The last two fights that we seen, it looked like you were running. And you got great defense, bro. At some point, you got to throw them chingasos, bro. You got to give me something to a point. I'm like, oh, okay. But you're not giving us that. And then, from my understanding, all your fights are free to watch. And I watched them several times. And there was a point in time in my life when I saw Shakur Stevenson fighting some of these fighters. I'm like, okay, this dude got it. But the last couple fights, something's going on that you ain't letting them hands go. And the fact that your coaches are telling you the same thing, and us, the audience, the fans are watching, we're saying the same thing. Bro, you can't be that blind and be like, oh, yeah, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Hey, man, it is what it is. You got to be able to take criticism. This is part of the game. You can't get mad at Cameron and Mason and start doing these threats, taking to the streets. What are we talking about here, man? Nobody could say anything about you, man, just because they didn't put on the gloves and we don't know the sweet science of boxing. We critique everybody. Canelo has a bad day. One of the greatest Mexican fighters to ever do it. He has a bad day. Guess what? We saying something bad about him too. Hey, Canelo, man, what's going on, man? You getting too old for this game? You scared of Benavidez? Come on, man. Don't act like he ain't heard it before. We ain't said it before. What's wrong, man? When we talk about Tank Davis, hey, watch your mouth how you talk about Tank Davis, baby. You know, Tank Davis is so special, man. But the thing is, with Tank Davis, he gives the audience that it factor, the entertainment. He puts it all together very well. He predicts a fight. I'm going to knock him out in the 8th round. No, I should have bet some money with Frank Martin. Oh, I would have been a millionaire right now. But at least it gives you something, man. But Shakur Stevenson, man, you cannot allow these podcasts, these people that got to speak about you to affect you so bad. Because at the end of the day, look, let me tell you something. Let me break it down to you. If you don't want nobody to talk about you in no kind of positive or negative way, then nobody will know who you are. You be the undercard under the undercard under the undercard, where people be like, y'all remember that one fighter? Yeah, I don't know his name. Who cares? Is that what you want? Now, with all due respect, respectfully, I just don't get why J Prince always got to get involved, man. See, this is the problem. And I agree with Mace 100%, something like this, man. Look, I don't even care about the age. You know, I don't care about the age. But if you're the big homie, right? You're the old homie. You're not the big homie. You're the older homie. You're the OG, right? Why are you going against Cameron and Mace? What you need to do is sit down with Shakur Stevenson and say, hey, little homie, sit down. Focus on your mission. Focus on boxing. Focus on being a better boxer. We have this whole plan for you. And then the only way we're going to get there, if you're disciplined and focused, you need to talk to him. That's who you need to address. Because the little homies out of pocket trying to come at some rappers that got a podcast of their opinion. J Prince, you can't fight everybody, man. And I think J Prince does good business because he has certain people around his umbrella that have been successful in the music and in the boxing. However, if you got Shakur Stevenson getting out of pocket and disrespecting some legendary rappers in the rap game, now they can't even have an opinion. What are we doing here? You need to sit down. Look, when I have the little homies look up to me and I see the little homies messing up, and I'm like, wait a minute, bro, what are you doing? I'm here for that reason. I walked that path. I'm the one that set the record straight to say, hey, look, this is what I done in that at your time. It's time to sit down and focus on what you need to focus on. It's kind of like when you have kids, right? You got a teenager kid. You ain't going to let them crash out. You're going to talk to me like, hey, little homie, let me talk to you for a second. Look, we going to stop this right now. You need to focus on this. And that's where I think the problem is. The whole thing about, you know, you're 60 years old and you're still trying to be a gangster in the streets, you failed in life. Look, this ain't no street politics for me, man. I know real gangsters. I've been affiliated with a lot of people in my life. Let's just say that. And I know that certain people don't move a certain way. And they definitely don't go on social media and rant and be disrespectful. We don't do that. I know if I got a problem with somebody, I'm pulling them to the side and be like, hey, let me talk to you for a second, man. That's just who I am as a person. I don't go to social media and trying to figure out, okay, what's really popping. That's not how we move. If I really got a problem with somebody, first I look at the whole situation and figure out where the problem's coming from. And if Shakur Stevenson is speaking street codes, talking about we can go this direction, then as the big OG, you need to sit down with the little homie and say, hey, what are you doing? We need to address that situation because that situation could get escalated. Because remember, it ain't always about Cameron and Mace. You don't think they got little homies ready to crash out? That's what you got to think about. And that's the problem I have with addressing people on the internet and going on these Twitter finger rants for no reason. We need to chill out with that. Because we criticize everybody. I don't care if you're white, black, Asian, in any kind of boxing or whatever. We going to say what we got to say because what we see we don't like. And if we don't like something, guess what? I hope that this message goes across and be like, man, I'm going to show y'all next time. That's what Shakur Stevenson should be doing right now. Hey, watch what y'all do in my next fight. But the big homie needs to be addressing the little homie for getting out of pocket and talking disrespectful about some people in the podcast world. What are we doing now, man? You can't be that, you can't be that sensitive. Not everybody gonna like what you do. Not everybody's gonna be like, man, I can't wait, man. You know, man, you gonna have some haters out there just hating just because you walk different, you talk different, you spit a different game, and you can't get mad at that. Now, if you want to be a boxer that wants to play it safe, cool. Just be that boxer that wants to play it safe. Don't get in the ring and talk about you gonna knock somebody out. Just, it is what it is, bruh. And if you're not going to win and listen, guess what? Just be that one boxer that's not going to listen and do what you got to do to win, and that's it. And keep it moving. Don't let nobody offend you. That's just what it is. Don't never compare yourself to a legendary like Mayweather. It took a lot for Mayweather to get where he's at, but he was knocking people down. We saw it. Mayweather wasn't scared of give a punch and take a punch. But as he got older in the game, guess what? Part of the process of the game is to hit and don't get hit, but he did it in a different way. Shakur ain't there yet. But don't let the big homie that's running the whole business behind also get at it. Bro, what are we doing? Y'all going in there addressing things? What you need to do is sit down with the little homie and be like, hey, little homie, let me talk to you for a second. What is you doing? Sit down. Stop getting on these Twitter rants. Y'all making us look bad. But no. We out here be like, yeah, you know, we got to defend. No, you ain't got to defend him, man. He's a big boy. If you want to go that street directions with people, guess what? He got to be able to accept that too. Because there's plenty of OGs in the streets that are way deeper in the game than you can imagine. They're playing the shadows that you don't even see their faces. So why are we even entertaining this gangster portrayal? I don't even get it, man. It's just boxing. Let's not get it out of hand. It's just boxing. Got me in my feelings, bro. I just don't get this stuff, man. And I like Shakur Stevenson. I like these upcoming new boxers, man. But sometimes, man, they go on these rants. Like, they can't accept it. Bro, you got to accept everything. When Mike Tyson lost and got knocked out and rocked, he came back with vengeance and said, it's time to get it. I don't get it, bro. I don't know, man. These boxers are something else. It's something special. That's why we like Gervonta Tank Davis. We like him, man. Because we don't hear, every once in a while you hear, but when he get in that ring, he entertaining, he knocking them out. He knows how to cut off the ring. He knows how to set them traps. He's just a better boxer at the current moment than Shakur Stevenson. Stevenson just wants a person to just stand there and take a punch. Hey, cut the ring off, man. Know the distance. Bro, Jones is out there telling you what to do. Get him as a trainer. Oh, man, look, man. It is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. This Twitter fingers getting out of power. How you go from boxing and keeping it boxing to Twitter fingers, man? Come on, man. Can't make this up. But y'all do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Si te gusta lo que mira, press like. Share this video on your social media platforms. Drop a comment in the comment section. I'm always interacting with mi gente. Tu sabes, hit the notification bell to get notified. Visit the website r2drec.com. And always remember, have peace in your heart. Have faith. Never give up. All right. One. What's good? What's good? This is Stico. Hey, do me a favor, man. Somewhere on here, you get a chance to check out my other channel. I release all my music there. We have a lot of music coming out this year. Y'all definitely don't want to miss out. Do me a favor as well. Check out the website, r2drec.com. Purchase your merchandise. Let's keep this moving going. Thank you for all the love and support, and thank you for being patient with me. Hey, let's get it this year. All right. One.